Today, guys, we've got a very special video for you. It is very, very rare that Crobot get the chance to try out new narrowboaty equipment. Today, we will be trying out the Fiido C21 E bicycle. Our main aim here is to see if these e-bicycles are good for narrowboaters and if they will work on the towpath. And Becca, my narrowboaty partner in crime, has decided that she's going to have it. So happy New Year, everyone. As you know, Christmas has just passed us, and I've got one special, final Christmas present for Bex. What do you guys reckon it is?
I have no idea, but it's a really big box.
She knows what it is. Do you guys know what it is? You've seen the thumbnail, of course you know what it is. Again, in the past we've been offered quite a few times to try out these e-bicycle, and we've always turned them down, but in the about 6 months ago we got asked to do a fold-up one, which we thought would work very, very well in the narrowboating setting because you can fold it up. Now today we're going to try one out which doesn't fold out and see how that works in a narrowboaty setting. Well, Bex's anyway, because the other one's my one. This one's Bex's one.
Yeah, Chris whipped that away quickly.
You excited? So first up, let's get this thing unboxed and see what we're up against. Yours, yours, yours. I know I'm saying it's Bex's, but am I going to take charge here and take control? Okay. Building technologies that change riding. Fiido C21. Again, it's an electronic e-motorcycle, isn't it, Bex?
It is indeedy an e-motorcycle.
This is exactly how you'll receive the bike if you do end up ordering one. In the last video we done it exactly the same way. We unboxed it. It came with all the tools needed to erect said e-motorcycle. So is the Fiido C21 going to be able to relay the same magnificent qualities?
I'm excited.
And it looks like Becca's not the only one who's excited about the e-bike. Come on, Ella! That's not her, is it? 1 year she's been gone. You'll see that she's missing a little bit of the webbing behind, inside of her toes. And that's how we know that it's Sopranella. I mean, it looks pretty much ready anyway, doesn't it? So fingers crossed this e-bike comes with the accessories needed to build the bike.
We need a strong man to get this bad boy out of the box because it is heavy.
Do you know one? So weighing in at 17.5 kilograms, this is actually incredibly light for an e-bike. It's pretty light, man. You could have my last one. I have the one that looks more manly.
So actually it looks fairly well assembled currently.
Shall we get the instructions?
Yes.
The accessory kit. Whack it open.
Ooh.
Wow. Get the instructions. We need to charge this up. Look at these tools, man. This is better than my last one. Are you sure you don't want to swap? That's well good, isn't it? That's classy, man. First impressions, 10 out of 10. What do you reckon, Bex?
Excellent packaging, just have to say. All nicely compact, laid out, easy to use.
Yeah.
Fiido. Please ride carefully in snow, rain, wet road, ice and other bad weather. Just a heads up, we're due snow any time now.
Yeah, it's pretty much coming, man.
Hence why we are like wrapped up to the max. So just referring to my handy little manual here. The basic installation of the bike has been completed before leaving the factory. When you receive the bike, you only need to install the handlebar, the meter, the headlight, the front wheels, the pedals, and then you have to lock the seat saddle.
That's not too bad. I think it's going to be quicker. But saying that, a girl is installing it this time. Last time I installed it, it took me about an hour. The male party. This time a girl's doing it. Can she do it quicker than Chrissy Crobot? What do you reckon? Comments down below. Or just wait till the end of the video.
How rude.
First of all, you've got to cut all the bits off it.
So excited, but also trying to be careful.
Is it even an e-bike? I can't see a battery anywhere. Yeah. That's clever, because a lot of the time these bikes can get stolen if people know they're e-bikes, but this one doesn't look like an e-bike at all. Fascinating engineering from Fiido. What do you reckon, Bex?
Fascinating. Is fascinating the right word, or is it innovative design.
Yeah, it seems that they haven't tried to make it really look like an e-bicycle. A stealth e-motorcycle, one might say. She is all set and naked from all her installation bits. Next up,
Raise the handlebars to the correct position.
1 year she's been away, and who would have thought it was the Fiido that brought her back? Probably just wants to eat it. So most of the bike is already installed and ready to go. Just a few small components to put together to get this on the road. Sorry, Towpath.
I'll just grab my meter from the box.
Ah, okay, that slots in there.
Well, I'm guessing. Let's consult the manual.
She's one of these that has to read every little bit to make sure it's all perfect and right.
Yeah, and what happened when Chris didn't do that? He was out on his ride and he had to walk back to the marina to get a tool because he hadn't tightened something correctly.
Yeah.
There is a reason why there's a manual.
Yeah, nearly started falling to bits, didn't it?
Place the meter in the groove of the handlebar.
Sometimes you're better off just guessing, aren't you?
Oh, like a glove.
This is well cool.
No, get off. You don't get to pull the sticky label off. I get to do that.
It's really, really well built, guys. I've got to say, I'm pretty impressed with the quality. Your little label, like when they're displayed in Halfords. Isn't it? They always got the little thing on there. Ah! Get it in, get it in, get it in. Come on.
My hands won't work, it's so cold.
Watch as she struggles. Gosh, what is going on, dude?
Honestly, my hands are frozen, I can't operate them. Got them.
Get this off. Get it off. Come on, get it off. Come on.
I'm just checking if we actually need anything.
Well, yeah, you're going to need them, mate.
Well, I know that.
If you don't hurry up, I'm going to start doing it.
This is how this bike makes me feel.
Because it's hers.
Does that look right to you? I'm a bit confused by this.
What's going on here? So it doesn't have a mudguard on the picture, but they throw in a couple anyway, so I'm wondering if it's just like a little bonus thing. Do you normally have mudguards on bikes?
My mountain bike's got mudguards.
Yeah.
Installing fenders for Fiido E Gravel. Installing the front fender.
They also have a website with the correct procedure of a said mudguard.
You can find them at Fiido E Bike Official on YouTube.
Pass the front fender through the front of the fork. Take out the fender stand and snap the clips into the fender.
Okay. Always read the instruction books.
Some wise owl must have taught you that.
We thought there were extra spokes for the wheels.
We were like, the closest guess we had was that there's something to do with the spokes, but no, they do something quite different, and we're about to show you what.
Grab the self-tap screw.
No, it's not. We need a bolt. We need a bolt.
Mine. It's not mine. Bex's. Her little bag that she likes to keep them all. The manual doesn't show you how to put the mudguards on, but if you go onto YouTube, there's a video there instructing you exactly how to do it.
If you need any additional information, there are resources for it, which is good, so you're not just left scratching your head. It's just not all necessarily in the manual, because these are like extra accessories really, aren't they? Gotta give Chris a go.
I'm not in the video enough. Clip that on.
Flip it on.
Get my expression. Weirdo. Okay.
Other amazing little gadgets that this bike comes with. Also in the box, we have this nifty little USB charged rear light. So we're gonna go and whack that in to charge up and then give that a whirl. It's just operated with a push button on the front and can attach to the back of your seat. Get it on. Okay. It's just an like a rubbery plastic pull thing that pings on. and then a removable front that you can take in to charge through your USB. Take that in, comes with its own little charging cable. Boom, shakalak.
In she goes. And that brings us to the finale, doesn't it, Bex? Bex's favourite item that the Fiido E motorcycle comes with.
What bike would be complete without one of these bad boys?
Get it on. Look how proud she is in the face, guys.
I know,
and to see how excited she is. I still think the bar will get in the way for a girl, but this is all going to be put to the test when we take it out on its cruise.
Look at Chris trying to steal away my e-motorcycle. He's got jealousy, even though he's got his own.
Just want to clarify, this is an e-bike, not an e-motorcycle. It's an ongoing joke. We like to pretend that our bicycles are motorcycles. It makes us feel far cooler.
There we go.
Hey,
that bad boy's
give
on.
it a go.
Right, let's go get this beauty charged.
Hers, hers, hers.
On the side of the bike, just down here by the pedal, is your charging port. So it's really straightforward. Just open that up, plug her into a standard 240 volt, and you're away.
Okay, and then the other half we're going to plug into the Whistling Wombat, and then tomorrow we're going to take this baby for a proper spin once she's got all her juice running through her bikey veins. You alright? So it's red. I imagine once it's fully charged it will go green.
When the indicator light of the charger is red, it means it's normal charging. When the light is green, it means it's fully charged, so correct.
Not just a pretty face. So I've got to hold this for 3 hours now.
Yeah, you got to stand there with it for the whole time.
Worries come dressed as night to plunder dreams.
So a new day and time to hit the towpath. I think we can add the e-bicycle. Okay, should we try adding it? Maybe we need to get close to it. Okay, whack the Bluetooth on. Let's go to the back and see if we can Bluetooth up the Fiido C21 Pro. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the Fiido C21 E Bicycle. With dual front and rear lighting, nice. We have a 9-speed gear derailleur for all terrains, but how will it handle the towpath? In its e-bicycle mode, it claims to reach speeds of 32 kilometers per hour and 80 kilometers cruising range. So the big question is, can Bex handle it? What strikes me on this, Bex, is because we obviously had that welding done on the Narrowboat base plate, is how good the welding is on this compared to the Narrowboat's base plate. And we thought the Narrowboat's base plate was done pretty well.
The build quality is pretty darn good, I have to say. Like, well impressed with it, in fact.
So let's get this app going. We push this little button here. That should activate the e-motorcycle.
So now, with any luck, when we search for it, there she goes. She comes up. So we'll just connect to that. Woo. And if we go over here,
Yay!
check that bad boy out.
Good quality, man.
It's a nice
I like it.
clear display. That's what we like.
What does that do?
I reckon, let's give it a go. I reckon it's something to do with the light.
Oh!
See what this button does. Oh, okay. So this gives you all of your your data in terms of speed and altitude and how far you've travelled in your trip, all that kind of jazz. That's cool. So if I've got this right, you can communicate and transfer the data that you collect from the bike's app, from the bike's computer into your phone, and then you can show off on your social media, basically.
So what are we playing at? I better get on this thing, babe.
Don't call me babe.
What did you call me? Don't call me babe. Don't really need this.
Let's put this baby to the test. Be proud.
Check out my e-motorcycle.
My argument here was that this is a men's bike. What is Bex doing messing around with a men's bike? So Bex is very excited to demonstrate that this is actually unisex.
Right, check. I've got my helmet on. Safety first, guys.
So let's check out the speed functions. So you've got Eco here, Normal, Sport, Turbo, Turbo Plus. Also on the left here, if you click this button, it guides you through all those different speeds. Also got a little button at the bottom here, and when you push it, it comes out with sort of all the time and distances and speeds that you've done on the bicycle, and I imagine that relays back to the app on the phone as well. Go.
So I'm cycling off, am I?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's high.
Trying to keep up with her. Hang on! She won't stop. The bike is mainly meant for gravelly roads. Bex is now demonstrating how it would work on a muddy towpath while I chase her. So even though it is meant for this sort of terrain here, the bike quite easily handles the muddy towpath as well as old wooden bridges. Wait! I haven't had a go yet.
It's getting a bit carried away. So much fun.
Is it?
Definitely blows the cobwebs away on a day like today as well. When you get up to that Turbo Plus, it feels like you are flying and it's so effortless. You're like, oh, it's brilliant. Well, good. A couple of things to mention. I've had to adjust this front mudguard a bit. It keeps catching and pinging around. So I've kind of tried to put it on the lowest setting so it hugs the tyre a bit closer and thus doesn't interfere with your feet. And the only other thing I would say that I've picked up on is you have the upshift button here on the left hand side to go through your different modes, which is great and it's really easy to reach and everything. But it's a shame there's not an up and down on it because you have to go through the whole cycle to get back to a lower one if you need to. That's just one point I'd mention. It's not a massive deal, but it's just something I've noticed.
Well, they don't want you to go slower. They want you to go faster.
They want you to fly.
They want you to fly on this thing. So off she goes again. And now onto the app. So as you can see here, it reads and picks up the distances, the duration, and all that whiffle waffle. I'm just running around chasing her at this point. Am I ever going to get a go on this thing? Oi! You going round? It's definitely not mine, is it? So what is your opinion on the power assist, Bex?
Well, I have to say I am pretty impressed. It moves seamlessly through the different modes with real ease, like just the click of a button, and before you know it, you're like 0 to 100 in like 2 seconds or something. You're not really. But yeah, it's really easy to use and it has definitely got some oomph. Like where we're testing it out here, it's like prime dog walking area and school children like routes home. So you kind of get a bit of a stretch, but then you're sort of navigating around them. But managed to get it up to Turbo Plus and it honestly feels like you're flying. Like I think if you were on a complete clear path and you got that going and you were up into your highest gear, you would literally, it's the closest thing you'd be to being on a motorbike, I reckon. Like it feels so quick. Like geez, it's a cold day today and you feel like icicles are forming on you as you're flying through the wind in this thing. It's so lightweight, really manoeuvrable, decent. And given that we are in quite a busy area and you are equipped with not one but 2 methods of beeping people out of the way. The trusty old traditional and the more full on. Get out the way!
I haven't had a go yet. And it's meant for men, isn't it? It's got the bar. I suppose does demonstrate that it is unisex and it isn't just a man's one. It is incredibly light. It's far lighter than the fold-up bike that I had, but that's my only experience with it. I've just lifted it everywhere. So am I finally going to get a little go on this bad boy?
Alright, go on then. I suppose you've helped me out putting it together and carting it around enough that you should be allowed one go.
Look at that. You've got quite a big head, haven't you? Oh, no, small actually.
Absolutely the opposite. I've got a pea head.
Oh, it must be a tiny little vessel in there. Vessel of brainness. Tiny little one in there. Mine obviously is humongous, so I had to expand it. Okay, off. Thanks, babe!
Don't call me babe!
Thanks for watching, guys. Links in the description.